Back on another job today. Got a John Deere 1219 haybine. It's got a broken axle. This one that lifts up. It lifts up on one side but not the other. The tube that runs across is snapped on the right side. So we're going to, I've already got it halfway apart, but we're going to take it off and then sleeve it with another tube, weld it with some plug welds, run that other half back on there, plug weld the other side, and see if we can get this thing to raise back up. We've got another, I don't know if you can see it over here, we got a Heston right over there, but the wobble box, the bearings in the wobble box for the cutter bar, the bearings are out of it and the belt burn up, and the only way to get that apart is to take everything apart. And so that one is out of service for now, and I'm not gonna have bearings until tomorrow. So until I can get bearings for that one, we are stuck back with getting this John Deere going, which they are not very happy with this John Deere. Apparently the hay bunches up in the cutter bar before it gets to the crimping wheels, and I haven't seen it actually work yet, so I'm not sure if there's just an adjustment that needs to be made. But we will get this axle fixed first, and then I will look and see if there's a way I can adjust it. It looks to me like the reel isn't close enough to the cutter bar, but I'm not even sure if you can adjust that reel or not. But there's also quite a bit of teeth missing on the bine part of it that's not really throwing that hay up into the crimping wheels, especially on one side. It's kind of bunching up on one side. So it's raining out here today. Got the little blue $50 Walmart tarp keeping us dry right now. Plus we're working under the ass end of this thing, so the rain and everything is kind of being shielded by the chute on the back. So this is the back of it. I've got the one side taken apart. You can actually see the split here. And so basically what happens is when you put this side down, this is the only hydraulic driven side here. The other side just has a transport bar. You can lift it up, pin it for transport. But when you push down on this side, it sends that torsion through this side and forces that wheel down as well. But with that being broke, this wheel stays in the up position while this one comes down, so you get the off level lift. And then when you're trying to go through the field and adjust for, you know, whatever you're adjusting in the field, you can't really get, everything just drops to that one side. So the idea is to take this corner off here, sleeve it with another tube, which I've got on the front of the machine, but we'll put a tube in there, plug weld it, and then slip this end back on and plug weld it, and then weld around the crack, and then put the bracket back up on there, and hopefully we can get it to where this machine is usable at least long enough to where I can get that Heston put back together. See if I can't go find me a block somewhere to hold the axle out. Well, hello, chicken. This is a customer of mine, so I'm not going to show the inside of his shop because I'm sure he doesn't want his stuff shared. But hey, look, I found a block right there. We will use this one right here. What's up? Hey, Hughes, get back over here. Alright, let's see if I can't get this axle pulled out far enough to work on it without having to undo the other side. Best way to go about this, I guess. Excuse me for the view of my butt. But I'm going to be able to get out far enough. Tore up. That stinks. It's not split all the way around. It's split and then twisted and split back there. Hopefully I'll be able to sleeve that. Hey, look, I fell out of the back of the service truck. Bearing for that Heston. I got a couple rocks here. Let me see what I can do with that. Sometimes you got to work with your surroundings there. Give me enough, I think. Well, come on in here. Let me show you what we got. All right, a little closer look. You can see split. It's gonna be a fun one. I don't know if my rock is gonna work. I might need to hold this axle up a little bit. Oh, you got a little smudge here. What are you doing, dude? All right. Chicken. Hello, chickens. Okay. Are you getting the idea yet? So we got it off there. I'm hoping I can sleeve that and that. So, let's go look. Some days, ooh, I fell over. Some days it pays to be a hoarder, you know? I think this came out of one of them telescoping tables. And the ones that you can sit or stand. And this was like the... Anyway, you get the idea. Scrap metal. There you go. What do you think? Probably Schedule 40-ish. Something. I don't think it's anything fancy. But we're going to do a little something. Oh, hat. Oh, look at that. Fits in there perfect. Kind of like me. Anywho's. Yeah, that's the idea. So we'll just cut it off right there and then stick that piece back on. We back to mowing hay before you know it. Potentially. Probably not. It's worth a shot. Well, it's fine. So I got a couple 100,000 miles on it. It'll be fine, right? It's fine. Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. They're all wore out. Duh. Alright, here's what we're after. Check the fit. Check the fit. Something like that. Swerve it up. Alright. Well, there we go. That side over there is pretty bad, but that side over there was also the part that was real rusted. I have a feeling what happened was some critters got in here. They built a nest on the inside of the tube. So I took it out. I got a bunch of nest material from inside, and then also inside of that bracket in the bottom where you get all that hay chaff and stuff, it laid in there and it rusted out the bottom of the tube. You can tell on the bottom side where it's real thin. I ended up cutting a lot of that out. I'm not even going to show you underneath because welds under there are pretty rough. But hey, the next person that's going to see this will be a scrapyard. So we're just going to roll with it and see what we can get. Now we got to put this bracket back in, which means we got to take our trusty rock out, swing everything back under, and bolt everything back up. So here we go. Well, it's back together.